What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today a couple things are going down. So we'll talk about my pregnancy thus far and how that's been going with the gym and all that. And then we will get into a gender reveal. I also was going to put a leg and booty workout at the end of this, but then it's going to be so long that no one's going to want to watch it. So I will post the leg and booty workout on Monday as a YouTube. Okay? Okay. So to start off, I am currently 15 weeks and 5 days. Yes, 5 days. I'll be 16 weeks on Monday, so almost 4 months, and nothing to show for it. No belly, no nothing. It's all gone to my legs and my butt. Guess I can't really complain, but it's been a journey thus far. So, let's start off with, I have been loving pregnancy thus far. Definitely like more personal aspect that a lot of people don't talk about, but something I think that should be talked about. This is not my first pregnancy. My husband and I were expecting about 1.5 years ago and miscarried. Everything happens for a reason, you know. We got past it and we're really sad and still sad, you know, but it's very common, and I wish that more people talked about it because it's hard to like go through that and feel very alone because people just don't talk about it. It's not like a comfortable subject for people to talk about, but I think it's something that's super important to talk about. So now this baby we're having, like the baby you have after you have a miscarriage or have a loss, is called a rainbow baby. So we're having a little rainbow baby, and since you guys don't know the gender yet, it's still rainbow to you. So just thought that like I would put that out there. If any of you ever feel like you need someone to talk to about that, or you know, feel uncomfortable talking about it, I'm very open about it. It happened. I'm not ashamed. I don't blame myself, and no one should ever blame themselves for that situation because there's really no way of knowing. Especially the first pregnancy, it's very common, unfortunately, which was something that I had to get past because ultimately you're gonna blame yourself a little bit, but you can't because it's not your fault. So I just think it's an important message to be out there and for people to know how common it is, because it's just so common, which is why people don't tell about pregnancy until usually after they hit their second trimester, which was us. We were very cautious this time. Unfortunately, we've been cautious the whole time, which is another reason why like I've been only going to the gym when I feel great. I don't think that that's what caused the miscarriage in the first place. I just think that everything has a higher reason and a higher power is in charge, and it just wasn't our time yet, which is fine. And we have come to accept that, and we are super excited for Rainbow Baby. So now to talk about current journey and how that's going. How has my fitness journey changed so far? So I'm in my second trimester right now, gonna be 16 weeks on Monday. And the first trimester was pretty hard just because of like the sickness and everything that comes along with the first trimester. So usually I'm used to working out like a strict 6 to 7 days a week, and that has not been the case since being pregnant. I usually, and right now I'm kind of staying at 4 to 5 is where I'm stuck, which is fine. As long as I'm being healthy, being active throughout the week, I'm happy. And as long as I'm healthy, baby's healthy. So the first trimester, a lot of nausea, a lot of sickness, a lot of just being tired. And you need to listen to your body. So if your body is tired, if you're feeling sick, don't go to the gym. if you know that, you know, later on you're gonna have all this anxiety and all this bad feeling of not going to the gym, then do at least go, maybe walk on a treadmill or something, just to get those bad thoughts out of your mind. For me, the hardest part of like the whole fitness realm has been that for 5 years, the past 5 years, I've been trying to shape my body into an image that I've had for myself, and seeing that image kind of take some steps back has been really hard for me. But the payoff is going to be so beneficial in the end, because I'm going to have this little life that I'm going to love so much and so dearly. So yes, my body has changed. My legs are much thicker than they were almost 4 months ago, and I have cellulite again. So it has been difficult. I've been making sure to like not watch numbers on a scale, because that's not something I want to focus on. So I have gotten the question a lot, like, how much weight have you gained? And I don't know. That is not something that I'm strongly focusing on. I'm focusing on eating healthy and being healthy, going to the gym, doing my activity, and just staying healthy for me and for baby, and not focusing on how much weight I gained, because that's not a number that I really just want to focus on. So that has been probably the hardest part for me, is just like shaping myself for 5 years and now kind of letting that go. Not letting it go to the sense of like, oh, I'm pregnant, I shouldn't be working out at all, but letting it go to the sense of like, I know I'm gonna gain weight. The expected for me is anywhere between 20 to 30 pounds. So I know I'm gonna gain weight, and it's okay. I know that my body didn't have a lot of fat, so my body is going to gain mostly fat. Okay, so my body is mostly gonna gain fat, which is fine. We have, after pregnancy, to, you know, get it all back together, and it's kind of nice to be able to just eat whatever I've been craving and whatever I'm wanting to an extent. I'm still trying to stay away from like a lot of sugars. Unfortunately, the first trimester, all I could handle was like super greasy foods, a lot of Mexican, Hispanic food. There was probably like 3 days there where I ate a burrito for breakfast and dinner, because it was the only thing that I could handle and the only thing that I could keep down. I tried so hard to eat salads and vegetables, and every time I was just so sick and so miserable that it just wasn't worth it. My body wasn't handling all of these fruits and veggies that it used to handle, because my body needed the fats. And what they say is that your body craves what it needs. So my body was just really craving all those fats and all those carbs, because I had depleted my body of all those things. I haven't eaten this much pasta for a long time, but I'm loving it, because I'm Italian, so I love pasta. So I'm just indulging. I'm not to the point of being unhealthy, but I am enjoying this process. Yes, it has been difficult to like see my muscles go away and not be as defined, but it's okay, because I'm super excited for the journey postpartum, to see this shift back to, you know, this image that I have for myself. And I'm super excited to be pregnant. I'm actually really sad that I'm almost 4 months and still have no belly bump and only thick legs and booty to show for it. So, but we'll get there. We'll get the bump. So that's diet part of pregnancy and how that's changed. Workout part, besides the whole like how many days I've been going, because I've really just been listening to my body. If I'm tired and I feel like I just need to rest, then I rest. But aside from that, I've been mostly focusing a lot on my heart rate, which is what should be occurring. I definitely recommend everyone talk to their OB. I do have, you know, my medical background for physical therapy, so I knew kind of like a general idea, and I have done so much research on pregnancy and working out that I have what I'm doing based off of my research and based off of recommendations from my OB. So I highly recommend you guys doing your own research as well as talking to your doctor about that. But for me, he originally recommended not getting my heart rate over 140, and it's basically impossible. Like, I walk up a flight of stairs and I'm at like the 130s. So then discussed it with him further and how I usually train, and as long as I'm not staying up in the high numbers for a long period of time, and because my heart rate recovery is so quick, I'm fine. So my kind of standpoint right now is, as long as when I'm working out, I can still maintain a conversation without being really breathless and like, but, like if I'm talking like that, I'm working way too hard and then baby's not getting enough blood. So I work out to a point that I can still maintain a conversation with someone and all is good. With training specifically, what I've noticed, if you are doing that, I would obviously watch your heart rate, but I would get something to either monitor your heart rate, like I use my watch, or you can take it manually using your 2 fingers, don't use your thumb, and do it for 15 seconds, multiply by 4. Don't take your carotid. If you take your carotid too many times, your blood pressure can actually go down, as well as your heart rate, so it can be a false reading. But otherwise, my squat's not as deep because you come into like this extra curve in your spine. It's called a lordotic curve, so you get more of a lordosis, and so I'm not able to like create that neutral spine as I was before, so I can't go down as deep into my squats, which has been a little frustrating, but it's all part of the process, so it's okay. I am still doing like a tiny bit of HIIT training with like supersetting and triple setting, but not a ton of it because I'm just trying to still maintain that heart rate. I'm not doing anything with jumps because I'm really trying to like control my pelvic floor and make sure that I keep a strong pelvic floor throughout this pregnancy. And even though baby doesn't weigh a lot, like your uterus grows, everything grows, and that weight coming down onto your pelvic floor every time, it's personal choice. It's not weight that I want pushing down on my pelvic floor. Pelvic floor kind of controls like your urine. You know how women after pregnancy, they're like, oh, I sneezed and a little bit of pee came out. That's not normal. So a lot of people have come into this realm where people think it's normal, and it's not. So that's the pelvic floor muscle, and there are ways to strengthen it, and I'm trying to make sure that mine is staying strong throughout the pregnancy, so that way I don't have to like rehab it after pregnancy. So yeah, that's it for now. That's all I'm really thinking of. That's all I can really think of right now for ways that I've changed. But if I think of anything else, I'll keep updating you guys. So let's get into the gender reveal. Alrighty guys, we are about to find out the baby's sex. So excited! It's pretty late here, hence no makeup on. In my pajamas. Both our families live across the country, so it's a 3-hour time difference. And we're the later time. So it's like 10 o'clock and we're about to eat cupcakes. Every kid's dream, right? But it's when we could call our parents and do this gender reveal. So let's get into it. So nervous.
Out there in the woods.
Yeah.
He's coming up the sidewalk right now.
Verdad?
All right, Brittany. Let's go. Show us what it is.
All right, everybody.
Emma, ya le voy a dar la
Is
mordida,
everybody
¿ok?
ready?
I'm ready. Or just look.
Okay, you
Mira,
ready?
aquí está, ma. Ya, ready. ¡Hey, ma!
I'm a
¡Es un
boy!
niño!
I'm a boy!
Look, my mom has the blue balloons.
Oh my God, how'd she know?
Yeah, ma.
It's a boy! Sorry, Mom. All boys in this family.
High five.
Huh?
Give five.
High five, high five.
Vamos por Gabriel.
So yes, we are having a boy, and we couldn't be more excited. That was actually what me and my husband were hoping for. So we are so pumped. We're both just very, very excited, and we're excited that we got to share that moment with our families. So that is going to be it for today's video. I know it was really long. But if you have any questions, always be sure to leave them down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.